Every time you open that tab and click play, you're reshaping your brain, literally. The images you're watching, the dopamine hits you're chasing, the patterns you're repeating, they're rewiring the way you think, feel, and respond to the world around you. And it's not just affecting your sex life, it's stealing your motivation, your confidence, your emotional balance, and even your ability to connect with the people that you love, such as your wife and your children. In today's episode of The Rebuilt Man, I'm going to show you the 5 specific ways that porn is rewiring your brain, how to know if it's already happening to you, and most importantly, how to start taking your brain and your life back. Guys, my name is Coach Frank Rich, founder of The Rebuilt Man, and it is our mission here to help men become better men by quitting porn and rebuilding their lives. If you are new to the podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us there on YouTube, turn those post notifications on because we are releasing multiple episodes every single week. And if you stick around later on in the episode, I'm going to share with you a special gift, an invitation for you to begin to take back control if you've recognized that porn is hijacking your life and rewiring your brain, guys. 5 ways that porn is rewiring your brain. We're going to start with the most common effect, and it is the dopamine desensitization. The first and most common effect is dopamine overload and desensitization. Porn releases unnatural levels of dopamine, way higher than sex, higher than food, higher than success. Anything in the natural world is beyond that. It's called a supernormal stimuli. The brain adapts to this by reducing your dopamine receptors. So you need more and more to feel less over time. Many of you have experienced this, and what it is that you're watching today is not the same thing that you were engaged in a year ago, 3 years ago, even a couple weeks ago. You've seen your use escalate over time. Well, brother, what this is going to do is going to lead to boredom, fatigue, and low motivation in real life. You're going to start needing novelty, extreme content, and frequent hits to even just feel normal. Remember how you used to feel fired up after workout or a win at work? Now nothing moves the needle unless it's a screen and a click, guys. The biggest number one reason that porn is rewiring and hijacking your brain is the dopamine desensitization. Number 2 is tied into that. It's hijacking your reward system. Porn rewires your reward circuitry, so it treats porn like survival. Think about it, like survival, food, water, oxygen. Your body needs this just to stay alive. Many of us have experienced that porn, your brain prioritizes porn over real life. Things like connection, growth, discipline. You reach for porn in moments of stress, sadness, and boredom, and oftentimes even celebration. Porn has become your default coping mechanism. This creates a feedback loop. The trigger leads you to watching porn. It leads into guilt, leads it into repeating these behaviors. It's all hijacked in a part of this reward system that is imprinted in us to keep us moving forward in life. Your brain starts screaming for a hit even when you're not horny or sexually stimulated, but when you're lonely, stressed, or disappointed, because it's the reward system to bring you out of those low moments. So the second way that which porn is rewiring your brain, it is literally controlling and hijacking your brain's reward system. Number 3 here is the weakening of your prefrontal cortex. The part of your brain that is responsible for self-control, rational thinking, decision-making, and discipline is known as the prefrontal cortex, and it gets weaker over time. Science has shown us that the gray matter in your brain and in your prefrontal cortex starts to shrink over time through chronic porn use. You become much more impulsive, compulsive, and irrational all at the same time. Think about this. Are you impulsive? Are you compulsive? And are you rational? And it's that cocktail of inability to regulate our emotions and feelings that is the byproduct of our porn use. What you've noticed is that it's harder to say no in the moment, even when you know the long-term damage. Every single guy that comes into our program can repeat the damage. He knows he's done all the information, but he still cannot say no. That's because your prefrontal cortex is also responsible for willpower and follow through. Not just in this area, but in your business, in your relationships, in your fitness. Do you find yourself not sticking to your plans? To weakening of your prefrontal cortex. You keep making these promises to yourself. This is the last time. And then, well, the cycle starts all over again. Brother, this is not you. This is the weakening of your brain that has been hijacked through porn. The fourth thing that porn is doing to your brain here is the emotional dysregulation. Porn just doesn't mess with your sex drive, it messes with your emotions. Over time, porn use lowers your baseline mood and emotional stability. You become more anxious, more numb, more moody, more irritable. Many men experience feeling emotionally disconnected from their spouses, from their partners, from their wives, from their kids, but most importantly, even from themselves. This will lead us to shallow, surface level relationships and oftentimes even a lack of purpose. If we're struggling with a relationship with ourselves, we're going to struggle with the purpose and meaning within our life. You feel like you're constantly in a fog. You are physically there, but emotionally distant. Emotional dysregulation is the fourth way in which porn is hijacking your brain. Number 5 here is the distorted sexual conditioning over time. What you find arousing changes over time, and it's not always done in healthy ways. Your brain gets normal to conditioned artificial stimuli, perfect bodies, endless novelty, exaggerated scenes. This makes real sex with a woman feel, well, flat. This can lead, and over time will lead to PIED, porn-induced erectile dysfunction, delayed ejaculation, or even loss of attraction or distortion of attraction. Many men experience and discuss and talk about their struggles with same-sex attraction because they've been watching men have sex on a screen since they were a young boy. Now, what this can lead to distortion of women, distortion of intimacy, distortion of even your own masculinity. Have you ever been laying in bed with a beautiful woman and you can't get it up because your brain's been conditioned to pixels? So there's 5 ways there, 5 ways that it is hijacking and rewiring your brain. Dopamine desensitization, hijacking your reward system, the prefrontal cortex being weakened, emotional dysregulation over time, and distorted sexual conditioning. Now, how do you know if this is happening to you? How do you know? We feel low energy, unmotivated, or emotionally dull. You struggle to focus or even to follow through. Real sex can feel less satisfying or even cause anxiety over time. You can't go a day or multiple days without watching. Are you using porn to escape emotions rather than deal with them? And you feel the guilt and the shame, but you can't stop. That's 6 ways to know, 6 signs there to look for. That is this affecting and impacting me? Now, what do you do? How do you reverse? How do you rewire? How do you reboot in the language that we use here? You got to start with a dopamine reset, a detox. No porn, no edging, no artificial stimuli. Cut out excessive screen time, junk food, short-term hits of dopamine. Replacing it with things like sunlight, movement, connection, community, cold showers. Guys, I'm excited to announce right now that we are launching a 7-day porn reset program. It's for free. A free program for 7 days to walk you through a reset from porn and help get you in the path of getting back control of your brain. If you visit therebuiltman.com/7-day reset. Therebuiltman.com/7-day reset will give you access to this free 7-day course and program to walk you through getting back on the path of being in control. But you got to create new neural pathways, add challenge-based habits, working out, business growth, deep work. Anchor in your new habits around becoming a rebuilt man, your purpose and identity. Address triggers at the root. Journal on them. Face your emotional triggers. Recognize the emotions that drive you back to porn. What is the emotion that you feel prior to the urge? Rewire yourself through purpose, through faith, through transformation. Get in scripture, get in community, join a brotherhood though. Do not try to fight this alone. Once again, therebuiltman.com/7-day reset will give you steps into getting back in control. It'll get you engaged in a community of men just like yourself that are all moving in this direction. Now, your brain wants to heal. It's been designed to. You are not broken. You are not too far gone. But you do have a choice to make. You can keep letting porn run the show in your life, or you can take the first step into becoming the man that you know you're created to be. If you're ready to start this journey, join the 7-day reset inside of our community, the rebuiltman.com/7-day reset. Guys, but you got this. We believe in you here. We want to see you conquer this in your life. Coach Frank of the Rebuilt Man, we love you. We'll see you in the next one.